of VetsPlusSports.com. This is your host, Terrell Cool Beans Davis, along with my co-host, Mr. James Miller.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing this Sunday night? Hope y'all doing well. Here we're with another episode in Vets Plus Sports. I'll let Beans do a shout out to our listeners, and we'll get into the episode.
Yes, we'd like to give a shout out to those that come to watch the live. Thank you for giving us your undivided attention, and those that are coming to watch the replay. Thank you for that. Let's get started with our radio cities. We have our for our radio edition, our number one cities: Los Angeles, California; Washington D.C., Ashburn, Virginia; Boardman, Oregon, and I meant to say, I think I said it last week. We did have Cleveland, Ohio on here. Also, now listening to the radio edition. Yeah, because we was talking about it last week. You said that
Yeah,
was probably your family.
could be, but if not, that's good. It don't matter who it is, family or not family. Well, your family if you were listening to that with us. So thank y'all for tuning in. If you want, I'll go ahead and do some baseball scores, get that out of the way, and then we'll get into some playoff hockey and playoff basketball.
Yeah, let's do that, especially when the playoff hockey comes, because I am totally lost in the playoff hockey now. I have not got any hockey in this year.
I ain't been able to watch much sports at all. Period. I ain't gonna lie. I just been keeping up with clips and stuff. But all right, today you had the Braves beating the Red Sox 8-1. That was in Atlanta. Right now, going on in the bottom of the sixth out in Seattle. The Padres are beating the Mariners 7-0. You had the Rays beating the Marlins 6-3 in Tampa. The Orioles went to our DC capital and beat the Nationals 7-3. The Phillies over the Pirates 6-0. The Guardians over the Reds 10-3. Mets outlast the Yankees in a 10 innings 7-6. Blue Jays over the Tigers in Detroit 4-1. Detroit be doing some losing today.
Yeah.
White Sox over the Cubs in Chicago in 10 innings 9-8. Twins over the Brewers 5-4. Rangers over the Astros 8-0. Royals over the Cardinals 2-0. Diamondbacks over the Rockies 8-6. Giants over Athletics 10-1. And the Dodgers over the Angels 10-1. That's a rundown of the scores with Major League Baseball. I won't get into no standings this weekend. We'll do it next weekend.
Cool beans.
I would be bringing up. It's hard to bring up stuff with the college baseball on the ESPN app and stuff. I hate the layout when it comes to college football is fine and basketball. It's just the other sports. It's hard to get into and
Right. Don't they only do college because, college baseball is just pretty much starting right now. So they're not going to really have.
no, it's getting ready to wrap up. It started in
Oh, it is.
February. Yeah, it's getting ready. They're getting ready to do tournaments and everything. It's
Okay.
getting ready to wrap up and everything else. If you see me swatting around, I'm out here on my back porch swatting at bugs. But I was gonna get here. Let's get over here to some hockey. All right, let's back it up a little bit here. Let's go to the Saturday's game. You had the Sabres beating the Canadiens 8-3. That tied that series up 3-3. Then back up to Thursday, it's the Canadiens beat the Sabres to go to 3-2, and then turn around. Saturday
And then
Sabres tied it up.
Uh-huh.
The Golden Knights knocked out the Ducks 4-2 Thursday night.
Oh, no Ducks.
And this is where we're at now. You got tomorrow night. You got Game 7, the Canadiens and the Sabres. They're playing at the Sabres. So that series can go either way. And then Wednesday night, here we go. Wednesday night, you got the Avalanche and the Golden Knights. They're playing for Game 1 of the West Finals. Um, Avalanche is playing some good. Well, I say good, Paul. They're playing real good right now. So Avalanche could win it all. Um, right now, well, I'm gonna say that, but you got the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes right now waiting on that last game out in the East. So the two right now is playing the best is Avalanche, and you got the Hurricanes. They're playing the best. So I say that's who's going to be in the finals. And I think it's going to be a good finals if it is. So we'll see what happens there. That's where we're at right now with the hockey.
Cool beans.
And let's see if there's any new top news. I guess in the hockey world, U.S. Says rebounds. They won. They beat the uh, Britain. So let's see. Other than
What
that,
is that? International hockey? What do you say?
yeah,
Beat
yeah,
Britain.
the U.S.
Oh,
team.
okay.
So not a whole lot going on right now. All right, I'll let you jump in. Jump in with women's basketball since you've been waiting.
Cool beans. Because I went to work this morning, and normally what I do is I stay up at night and then I just go to work in the morning. But I went to sleep by accident. That's what I remember. I was late to work. Then when I got home, I just throw me off. The game came on, the fever came on. I had it set 6 o'clock. I remember cutting on the TV, and I remember waking up and said fever won 89 to 78. I didn't see any of it. I didn't see not one play. I was like, they was jumping up, they was lining up for the jump ball, and I just was throwing it. I've been out all day, but the Fever, that was a must win game for the Fever. Unfortunately, I have no stats as far as I don't know what Caitlin did. I don't know. I was out. So we're going by the ESPN app to see what they did because I didn't see any of it.
All right, well, I'll bring it up for you. Yeah, Fever won 89-78.
Yep, I was like, ooh, that's good. They
All
brought
right,
them 2-2.
Kate Clark had 21 points. You had Mitchell with 17 points. Cunningham 20. She had 17 points as well. Um, then Lexi Hall had 9. I guess that's Lexi Hall, right?
Yeah.
Billings had 4 points. Hines Allen had 8. And then the other one was on the bench. You had Timpson with 6 points, Danis with 3, and then Harris with 4. That's your points for the Fever. For the Storm, you had Heidman. She had 19. She was your high scorer. Then behind her was Johnson with 14, and then Cookie on the bench had 13. Then he had a bunch of people in the starting lineup. Horton had 2, Dawson had 6, Holmes 4 on the bench, Van Sluten had 5 on the bench, and Brown had 3 on the bench. And
That
that's
game was what you call it. That was totally when I was ramming off them Fever scores. I'm like, oh my goodness, they are lucky they actually won that. They can't win with Monique Billings only getting 4 points, Lexi Hall only getting 9 points. I mean, come on. I'm like,
I
I
mean
just don't
they've.
know.
Well, to me, look at this. If you look at this, Mitchell had 17, Clark had 21. They shut them two down
Yeah.
compared to what they're using. I mean, they're usually piling up 50 plus points, 60 plus points together. And if you look at that, I mean, that's only 38 points between the two. So they pretty much shut them down. Now, Clark, Caitlin shot 50% from the field. She was 5 of 10. Um, Mitchell was just under that, 8 of 18. Um, so that just goes along with what you said. She throws up a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean Mitchell does. So
She only had 2 assists, but at least she had assists in these games. The other 2 games, no assists, not one assist at all. She didn't even have any rebounds in the last. She just had points in the last 2 games.
Caitlin almost had a triple double. She was three rebounds shy of that. 7 rebounds, 10 assists. So she had a double double.
Okay.
Um, but let's go back to some scores here.
We also
Ah,
seen ooh, I was like we gave Angel Reese some praise too early. But she didn't do anything. She was 1 for 8 for the field. Uh, they benched her in the fourth quarter because they was behind. They was behind double digits. They benched in the fourth quarter, put in somebody else, and next thing you know, they almost won that game. They lost the game 84-85.
yep.
Aces still look good. Kennedy Carter is back in the league. She is coming off the bench. She's going to be a starter somewhere. She came off the bench and had 20 points.
You got Sparks and the Tempo going at it right now. 98-91 with 99-91 now with 128 left. Is that's that Tempo? That's that new expansion team, ain't
Yeah,
it?
that's the Toronto Temple. That's the expansion team.
And man, the Sparks, they're no good, are
No. That's all I can say on that is just no.
they? And then Sky beating the Lynx 86-79.
That one was a surprise to me. I didn't think the Sky was going to bounce back as fast as they did because I guess Dejanay is finally in the game. Dejanay, she didn't start the season because she was hurt. I didn't think she was, I thought she was still going to be out, but she might be in there. Let me just take a look in the scores. No, she still wasn't in there because Jaquez is still starting.
Mm.
But they did pretty good. Rakia Jackson had 6 points. Like I say, Jaquez, I think her first name is Gabriella. Well, I don't know. It's just Jaquez. I don't know what. She had 20 points. She was one of the ones I wanted Indiana to draft, but she went before Indiana had their draft come up. Cardosa had 11 points. Natasha Cloud with 11 points, and J.C. Sheldon had 10 points. Rachel Bantam off the bench, 13. And they have these other people, and these they must be all new because I don't know them. E. Williams had 2 points. S. Taylor had 5 points. I want to say that's Calabelli. She only had 8 points. And then the Lynx, they did Coffee 2 points. You cannot have your starting forward just make 2 points, and then your small forward, Kayla McBride. She's one of my favorites. I love her. She got 20 points. Natasha Howard had 17 points. Courtney Williams 17 points, and Olivia Miles, the one that's going to be Rookie of the Year, point guard. She went number 2 versus number 1 to AZ Fudd, and we already know why Fudd went. But she had 13 points, 6 rebounds, and only 2 assists though. That must have been a bad day for her because usually her assists be up, but still 13 points and 6.
It's just starting out. A lot of you got the Las Vegas. They've played 5 games.
Yeah,
Rest of them's either played 4 or 3. So in Connecticut, they're 0-4. They're getting off to the wrong foot.
Connecticut. I just don't know what that's. They should, like I said, they're gonna be next year. They'll be the Houston Comets, but I think they should have just dissolved that team. Just coming with it because they are horrible. They finished last in the league last year, and they look like they're gonna go finish last again this year.
It's
The
looking like it.
expansion teams are doing better than them.
That's not good. All right. You ready for some NBA?
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you right now,
Oh.
yeah, this dude has been on cloud 9 all week at work. I told him, I said, don't get too excited because your boys have been off for like a week, and hey, when we was on the air last,
Uh-huh.
did I not call? What was it, game 3 or no? That was game 5. Well, let's see. Hold up, I'll bring it. When Detroit went back to Cleveland, I
Yeah,
said Cleveland's going to win that. It's going to tie it up. It was game 4. They went 2-2. And
yep.
all right, here's the thing. To me, I don't think this layoff for your Knicks is going to be good. I'm just going to let you know now. I just don't feel it's going to be good for them because they were playing such of a high rate, high velocity ball. It was probably the best they've been playing in years
Yeah.
as a team. And I think the layoff is going to hurt them. It's going to take them out of rhythm. Um, and the first two games is in New York, right?
If Cleveland wins, the first two will be in New York. If Detroit wins, they'll both be in Detroit because Detroit is the number one seed.
Well, Cleveland's going to win this. Cleveland's winning tonight. They're going to
Yeah,
win
that's what
this
I
tonight.
think. That's what it looked like. They're almost up 20 points.
So if Cleveland wins this, and Cleveland's going to New York. If Cleveland takes one of those two games, that's going to change the series.
Yep.
Cleveland is tough to beat in Cleveland. So, but they, I don't think the layoff's going to help them, and it may not help. It may not help OKC either. Yeah, both
Oh
of
well,
y'all.
OKC and they start tomorrow night. Them in San
Yeah.
Antonio.
So OKC's in the same boat as you all are. They had a big layoff because they swept the series.
You know the sad part, and that's the part that John Moore got me on. I didn't look up what he said, but for the season, regular season, San Antonio played OKC 4 games. You know San Antonio won all 4 of those games.
Well, guess what? That means they'll get swept then. Let me tell you what, and this goes with football, it goes with basketball. Whoever wins that series during the regular season, usually the loser gets them back in the playoffs. Majority of
Right.
times. So it's not looking good for them. So OKC will be probably going back to the championship. Right now you got Cleveland up 59-42 on Detroit with a minute 19 left in the second quarter. So there's still a lot of ball left in
You
that.
know the bad part about this game, when I looked at it earlier, Cleveland was breaking a lot of they foul shots. They were getting to the line. They was 3 of 8 when I first started watching it. I don't know what
Mhm.
it is now, but I mean, like if Cleveland was actually hitting these foul shots, that gap would be a lot.
Bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got out of that. Let's go back to it. There we go. So tomorrow, the Spurs and Thunder kick off, and then your Knicks will be playing Tuesday.
Yep. They get the winner of this game come Tuesday. We'll find out in a few minutes whether we stand in New York, which it looks like, or whether we go into Detroit.
So I'm gonna say this: if Detroit pulls it off, I think y'all beat Detroit. I think Cleveland would be a tougher matchup for you all.
I can see
Um,
Cleveland going to 7 games.
the
If
thing is that layoff, y'all going to come out sluggish that first game. That layoff, it may take y'all a game and a half to get back where y'all need to be. I could be wrong, but
right,
I mean,
the only good thing that happened for that layoff is OG Anunoby. He was out because he had a hamstring, but his hamstring is good because he practiced Friday. So
yeah.
that little week off, it was able to allow him to heal.
So Detroit, y'all beat. Um, Thing with Cleveland, I mean, Cleveland's good. They just get on the road. They just usually get lackadaisical or whatever. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Uh, but I think Cleveland will give y'all a more fit than Detroit would. That's just my opinion.
I think that is true too, because Detroit, they don't like I said, Detroit, they're on actually borrowed time. They weren't supposed to be here. Orlando
Um,
was supposed to finish them off.
if y'all play Detroit, y'all win it in 5. The Cleveland series will go 6 to 7 games.
Right.
Right. But let's see here. Anything else left?
I think we had basketball, baseball, hockey. We only have our favorite sport coming up.
Let's see. Nothing really showing on the. All right. I had nothing else on the NBA. I'm looking here.
No. Oh, I think we talked about it at work, but we did not talk about it on the air. LeBron James is going to try to play another year. He just won't be probably in LA. It might not be in LA because
I
LeBron
didn't
is a free
figure.
agent.
I didn't figure he was going to retire. Now I could be wrong. I thought I seen something early or on or something. The Lakers ain't going to bring him back.
Yeah, Lakers not
So
going to bring him back. And here's the thing: Austin Reeves turned down his. He had a 5th-year option. He turned it down. So it's like I don't know what LA going to be doing. They might
yeah,
not have Austin Reeves either.
that's all right. You got Luca. That's all you
Yeah,
need.
yeah, they still got Luca.
But I'll say this. I don't know if it was us talking or who it was. No, I don't think it was. I think it was a guy Floyd we work with. He's talking because he's a Detroit guy. He
Yeah.
lines of Pistons, and so I mentioned to him. He's talking about LeBron. He asked me what I thought he was going to do. I said I don't think he'll be back in L.A. because L.A. said, I mean, they weren't going to bring him back at one time.
Hmm.
But I will say this about LeBron. Like it's not that. I mean, I don't care for the guy. I ain't saying that he's not a good player. I just like the arrogance that he brings. But you look at what he's doing at what 42, 41, 42, I think, ain't he?
Yeah, he's 42.
Yeah, I think he's 2 years younger than me. I mean, he's averaging pretty good stats to be 42. I'll give him the props for that.
Right. You know that's the bad part. At 42, he's still playing at a level to where he's better than some of these 20-year-olds.
It is. It is. So I mean, he's so I mean he could still go somewhere else. He's probably I mean, eventually he's going to be have to cut down his minutes because of his age.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, he's probably got 2 or 3 more years left. He could probably play. I'd say.
You know who he reminds me of? He is the Brett Favre of this league. Because
Yeah.
Brett Favre would not retire. It
No.
was like, long as he had that starting streak going, he
You
would
think?
not
Hey,
retire.
you think he's going to try to beat Tom Brady's age?
Uh
Tom Brady was 45.
oh, he was 45, huh? Because I
Yeah.
thought he was. I was like, yeah, he might go for that.
Yeah. Like, wait, well, I got to get this record here too.
But I was talking to John Moore. I was like, he should just go ahead and retire because right now he's starting to set some of the bad records that nobody have. Right now, he's the only father son duo to been swept. He's the only father and son duo to have 5 sweeps on the family, what you call it, and he's the only person that has been swept in his 20s, his
Yeah.
30s,
Three
and his
decades
40s.
and three of each of the decades.
Yeah.
So yeah, but um, and that's what gets me. That's the reason I don't like him. He thinks well, he puts himself above Michael Jordan, and when he's not even in that class. I'm sorry. I mean, you can go by stats all you want. You got to look at what was done and everything else. So
But I gotta give it to LeBron. He's won more game sevens than Jordan did.
yep, because Jordan never
Jordan never.
played in his game 7. Yep. All right. Let's get to some. See what we got going on in the NFL world. This is going to be a short little episode tonight.
Yep.
So did Aaron Rodgers come back? Yep, he did. He came back to the Steelers.
He did. I
So
remember he visited, like, I think it was Friday. He visited the facility and met with the team, but I didn't hear no more than that. So he's gonna play.
um, is he going to help him any? Nah, he didn't help him last year. I mean, they drafted another quarterback, so you got a rookie quarterback on the bench. You got one from the year before that you haven't even given a shot or tried.
Right.
Um, so, all right, that's right. So, here what we got to talk about. Hey, this episode may go a little bit longer because I forgot we had schedules that came out Thursday.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about those on air because they
So,
just came out Thursday.
all right, let's dive into that. I'm gonna dive into schedule with my Chiefs. Okay. All right. And then we do your Cowboys and so forth.
Okay.
Um, I'm a little aggravated with our schedule just over the way they keep doing the Chiefs on their bye week. Okay. And which I'd have to go back to. I could say for the last 4 years. Okay. Last year I think was week 5. They got a bye week again or week 6. It's either been week 5 or week 6. Last 3 to 4 years, if not more.
Right.
Or their bye week's week 5 again this year. The year before that was 6 or 5, or then 6 or whatever. So I hate that early bye week, and I mean, you talked about it. You said you rather had the early bye week.
Yeah, I
I,
would
I
rather
rather
have that early bye week because, like
I
I
want
said,
it in the middle. I want it in the middle because of injuries. Because injuries usually don't come to the middle, um, and you have it right there about midways from like week 8 to week 10 is probably a good. Because usually that's when you start piling up injuries. Usually around that time. Um,
right.
and here's my thing: Chiefs open up on a Monday night in Arrowhead, I think. I'm trying to get this schedule to come back up. There it is. Yeah, they opened up in Arrowhead on a Monday night to play the Broncos. This, then Bronco fans can talk trash all they want, but you don't know how this game's going to go because why? Well, here's the thing: you've got Bo Nix coming back from a bummed ankle, broke foot.
Yep.
Okay, I think the Broncos were they're not going to repeat what they did last year. They're not winning the division again this year. Um, so it could be the Chargers or the Chiefs winning
Here's
it.
my thing. I'm wondering if there was a rule or a protocol because Bo Nix actually broke his foot in that semi-divisional game, and he still played through it. I'd have let him put it because he still wanted to play. I'm like, if you want to play, go ahead and put a splint on it. Is there a rule that he could not have played? I don't know. We'd have put a splint on it or something because it's going to be hard to repeat the year that they had.
I wouldn't have done it because the defense they was going against. Patriots had a killer defense, so so I mean, there was no way. There was no way he'd be able to run, escape, get out of there. Now the Chiefs go into all right. The bye week 5. They start out with the Broncos. They play the Colts, Dolphins, and the Raiders. They could be 3-1 or 4-0 going into their
The
bye week
break.
in week
Yep.
5. Um, Dolphins ain't going to beat them. Raiders ain't going to beat them. Um, and then the Colts is up in the air. Um, that one there, they ain't gonna be no less 2-2. Probably they could lose to the Colts and the Broncos. I think they'll beat Broncos in Arrowhead. Start the season because everybody's gonna be getting the kinks out. You don't know how Patrick Mahomes is gonna
Right.
play. You don't know how Bo Nix is gonna play. I think offensive wise, the Chiefs got the upper hand a little bit as far as the run game goes, but they don't have running back goes. Put it that way. I don't know how the Chiefs' offensive line is going to do.
True.
All right, then watch this. Watch this brutal back end schedule for the for the Chiefs. You ready? Starting in week 12,
Yep.
they
Let's
play
see.
they, they play Buffalo Bills week 12. That's at Buffalo. Then they go to SoFi Stadium to play the Rams on week 13. Week 14, they go to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Week 15, the Patriots come to Arrowhead. And then week 16, the 49ers come to Arrowhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game stretch that'll make or break them. So this first part of the schedule is going to be tough. It's going to be pretty tough. And then they got the Seahawks on their schedule this year. Week 7, they play Seattle.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a brutal. They got that first part to like week 12. They're going to have to come out only losing 2 games before they hit into that
But
stretch.
here's the thing: is the Seahawks gonna be tough again this year? They, after they won that Super Bowl, a lot of people them post. They pretty much them post their team. They post their defense. Uh Now they did get what's his name, that receiver. Oh, what's the name? He extended, but they lost Walker. Walker's one of y'all guys now, and I
Well, they
don't
got
know.
they got Charbonnet, but they got a good rookie running back. Charbonnet will be back, I think, unless it's changed. I think last I heard was October. That was the other
Right.
running back. He got hurt, but they brought in a rookie running back that's pretty good. Um, so that's why they let Walker go. They didn't want to pay him all that money when they could got a running back
For a
that's
lot less.
for a lot less, and Charbonnet's coming back. Um, did the Seattle lose any on that defense? Is the question there? I didn't pay attention to see what they lost.
Yeah, they
Now,
lost a starting quarterback
just one.
uh that I know of. Just one I know. His name is it's like Rick, but it's not spelled Rick. It's like
Hey,
RIQ. I cannot think of what his last name is, but his
anybody,
first
if
name is
anybody's
Rick,
on here,
RIQ something. But yeah, he's gone.
if
He was their
anybody's on
starting corner.
here, if anybody's on here, if comment, let us know if with the Seattle defense how much they lost. But if the Seattle has kept their defense together, pretty much, and that's what was brutal is that Seattle defense.
Yeah.
Um, if that Seattle defense is still attacked, if you just lost one corner, that ain't no big deal. They're still going to be that division out west in the NFC with the 49ers and the Seahawks and the Rams. That's going to be there's going to be
That's a
3 coming out.
tough division. Yeah.
That's a tough division. I think there's still going to be 3 coming out of that division, unless you got another division. It's just going to be tough. I think the 49ers should repeat what they do because they'll have their players back now. Well, they the injuries that's what got me is how they kept playing with injuries last year. The 49ers. It was like
Yeah,
next
they
week.
had a bad one. I think they dealt off Brandon Ayuk. Last I know, they was in talks to drop him off to the Commanders.
The
So I don't
Ayuk
know
ain't
if Brandon.
there. He's gone. So the 49ers got Mike Evans from Tampa Bay.
Right.
So they got him. You still got Jennings, I think, is there. You've got
No,
Purcell.
Jennings signed with Minnesota.
Oh, did
That's
Jennings
right.
leave?
Yeah, Jennings did leave. I forgot that. Yeah, he signed with Minnesota.
Well, we'll see. I didn't see that. I'm trying to get.
Oh, I also got that off Instagram.
Gosh, I got to check you. I'm gonna apologize to our listeners that Beans gets his stuff from Instagram and it's wrong about 50% of the time. I'm sorry. I keep telling him don't go there. All right, well, I'm getting ready to check for you real fast, okay? All right, let's see here what we got here. Well, it's still showing Brandon Ayuk there. I thought he was free agency.
Yeah, he's a free. Last I know, they was trying to dump him off to the Commanders, but I didn't hear anything about it. But
Well, there's Evans. Oh man, I didn't know they got Christian Kirk.
oh, I didn't know
So
that
they
either.
they got Christian Kirk there. So I mean, they got some receivers. Um, yeah, Jennings is gone, so that part of Instagram was right for you. So all right, here to me, this is going to be some of your receivers. I think will be your top: Mike Evans, Kirk Christians. They got Wesley Grimes. I don't know how much he's going to do. Purcell, I ain't been real big on him since he's been there. He's done all right, but nothing like
Yeah,
they
he's
made
been
all the hype.
mediocre.
Yeah, Demarcus Robinson, he may do a little bit of production. But I mean, they don't have no when it comes to receivers. There ain't no. I mean, that's about. I mean, that's it.
You know who your number one receiver gonna be on that team?
Christian
Probably Christian
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey coming out the backfield.
So that's so I just checked that for you. So your Instagram was right on one thing. But all right, here let me bring up Dallas here. Let's go over.
Yeah,
Let's
Dallas
go
is
over
I
your.
hate because we don't have our bye till week 14. I could be 3-10 come week 14 easily.
All right, y'all open up. Y'all open up with the Giants in New York
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday night at 8:20. I think it's a Sunday night, right?
Yeah, Sunday night game.
Yep, Sunday night game at 8:20 in New York. I'm gonna call this right now. I'm calling the Giants wins that one.
I say
This is
Giants take the first
come
L.
back Giants. Giants. I'm gonna call Giants winning that division this year.
Hardball's
Um,
first L.
nah. Then all right. Okay, here you go. All right, all reality side. Let's give you the win there, okay? But
Okay.
y'all lose that game, you're in trouble. I'm just gonna tell you this. I just see the next few games. Y'all lose that game, you're in trouble. Because you're
Because next
playing
one we have
Washington,
Commanders, and then we have
yeah,
the Ravens.
then the Ravens. Okay. The Commanders
That
game.
might be the easy game. The Ravens might be the easy game because since Hardball left, he poached a lot of those Ravens people. He got Lively from
They
at the
loaded
tight
up
end.
their defense. The Ravens loaded up their defense. Y'all
Mm.
losing that game. Y'all losing that game. Sorry. Then y'all go to Houston. Y'all beat Houston. Okay. Let's just say that right there. Well, there's one loss. We'll say the Ravens. All right, just say 3-1, 2-2 maybe.
2-2 probably between them first 4 games. 2-2.
And then y'all should beat the Bucks. Y'all should beat Green Bay. Eagles, y'all can't beat for some reason. Which let me tell you what, looking at y'all's schedule, it's pretty favorable. Y'all got a favorable schedule. So but the Cowboys will probably screw this up. All right, because you
I
got
don't doubt it.
the Giants, the Commanders, the Ravens, Houston Texans on the October 4th. Then the Bucks on the 8th. That's a Thursday night game. Then Green Bay. Then the Eagles on October 26th. November 1st, you got Arizona. Why? There's no reason why you can't win that. Then you play the Colts November 8th. The 49ers, Tennessee, Eagles again, Seattle, Rams. That back end of the schedule is pretty rough for you. You got a
Yeah.
3-game stretch: the Eagles, Seattle, and then the Rams, and then Jaguars. Then you end up with the Giants. So you start out with the Giants and you end with the
In
Giants.
with the Giants. Yep.
So I'll give the Giants the first win, and then by the time y'all play them, they're going to have injuries. So you get the second win at the end, towards the end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, that last game, 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna count for nothing. So I mean, like,
Just all depending on who's in the playoffs and who's out.
yep.
So if y'all in the running for the playoffs and the Giants are out, the Giants are going to try to play off. Spoiler alert. So, all right, let's run over some other. Let's see here. I gotta get off this right here. Let's back up for a second. run over a couple more schedules here as soon as I get back.
Cool beans.
Maybe. All right. What schedule you want to look at here?
Let's check out Buffalo. Really?
All right, let's go Buffalo. All right, I got Buffalo's schedule up. Okay, here we go. All right, they start out on the 13th, opening Sunday. They go to Houston. That'll be a win for Buffalo. Then Buffalo's first, all right, you ready? Their first home game on a Thursday night in Buffalo. They're playing the Lions.
Mm.
Um, that's going to be a pretty good game. Should be. Well, it should be. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we gotta see if the Lions bounce back from that last year. It was horrible for them. But
All right.
last year they lost their defensive coordinator and their offensive coordinator.
Then, I mean, the Buffalo here, they got an early stretch, man. It's pretty rough, okay? The Lions, then the Chargers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is the second year of Harbaugh's year there in San Diego, so or L.A. or was it? Oh, yeah, L.A. I keep saying San Diego.
Yeah, because
LA.
they LA now. I call them San Diego still.
So his second year of in the Chargers, so they're going to be better.
Ain't it his third year? I think this should be his third.
Sure, I don't know. Better look that up.
Yeah, let's see this quick.
No, I think it's just his second. Now you're all right. You are right. It is a third. You're right. You're correct.
Okay.
It's third year. Yeah, third year. Because the first year they had a losing record, didn't they?
And then no, first year they made playoffs, and Herbert couldn't. They always call him the what if quarterback. What if we didn't have all these injuries, we would have. Because last year they didn't make the playoffs.
All right, here's this stretch of games for the Bills: the Lions, the Chargers, the Patriots, and then the Rams. That's a 4-game stretch. It's pretty brutal.
Yes, it is.
And then, all right, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders, which easy win. Then they go and play the Ravens. Minnesota, the Jets, Miami, then the Chiefs, then the Patriots again, Green Bay, and I think let's see, that went back. Why'd they go back for? Bears, Broncos, and Miami. It's who they end up with. So it looks like the NFL, with the schedules I've looked at so far, okay,
mm-hmm.
all the schedules have got a 4-game stretch that are brutal for the ones we've checked so far. Your Cowboys, the Chiefs, now the Bills. I'm going to check Detroit to see what theirs is. So, okay, all right. The Lions open up, with the Saints. Then they play the Bills, then the Jets, then Carolina, then Jacksonville. So they've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, they go Jackson. Let's see. Let me go back. I'm telling you wrong. I said Jacksonville, didn't I?
Yeah.
Nah, I told you wrong. I see him wrong. Not Jacksonville. They got Carolina, Arizona, Green Bay. Then Miami, Patriots, Bucks, and the Bears, Atlanta. They got a pretty. Tell you what, their schedule is going to be. I say the Lions could win that division this year. Because looking at their schedule, it ain't as bad as the ones the 3 we just looked at.
Right.
Like I said, the Saints, the Bills, the Jets, Carolina, Arizona, Green Bay, Minnesota, Miami, Patriots, Buccaneers, the Bears, Atlanta. Tennessee. Yeah, that's so far the schedules that I have looked at. That's a pretty favorable schedule right now for
Right. For Detroit, I mean that. Yeah, the
Detroit.
Lions so far that's the best schedule you read.
Yeah. All right, let's look into your favorite team that you love hearing about, the Eagles.
I do it.
All right. I need to buy you an Eagles jersey, man. I do. And you gotta wear it. You gotta wear it. You have to wear it on the show. I'm gonna buy him an Eagles jersey. I'm gonna take a vote. Everybody out there's listening, y'all need to message in if you want Cool Beans to wear an Eagles jersey on the vet show on one of the episodes. I'll get him one. I'll have to get with my buddy Keller to get a jersey from him.
Right. You know what? It'll probably be like I was playing this game video game because I always play video games. And I was playing Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls 4, and
Uh-huh.
I accidentally, because I was being cheap, I wanted the money, so I took this quest to where I kill vampires. So I had to fight 5 of them. Somehow in there, I accidentally became a vampire, and it was like I was playing this game, and I went out in the daylight. I was like, my guy just started smoking. He just started smoking. He's like, "Tss," and my life bar was going down. I was like, oh crap, I'm a vampire. So that's probably what happened. I put on the Eagles jersey and be, "Tss," I'll be smoke coming off of me.
All right. This one here. Are you ready for this schedule?
Yeah, first. Who we got again? You
This is
said
Eagles. Eagles.
Eagles.
All right. They open up with the Commanders. Okay.
Okay. Come on, Commanders.
They play Tennessee. Tennessee ain't beating them.
No, they not.
The Bears are playing them. The Bears ain't beating them.
Oh no, come on, Caleb. This one time I'm gonna be on your side.
They got the Rams. I think the Rams will take
That's
that.
gonna be a tough one for them. Yeah, Rams should take that. That's gonna be a tough one for them.
The Jaguars.
I think they'll be fine on Jaguars.
Then the Panthers.
I think
And
they'll be fine on Panthers. I think Panthers, what they did last year was a one-time fluke. They're gonna go
um,
back to being sorry Panthers again.
the Cowboys.
That's gonna be a loss for them. I'll chuck it off.
Commanders. New York. Steelers. Cowboys. Arizona. Um, Colts. Seattle. Houston. And then they finish up with the 49ers. So that's not a bad schedule. Um, maybe 4 or 5 losses for him. What do you
Mm,
think?
I'm counting on 7.
Where you seen the 7 at?
I, I'm counting. I ain't say I actually see him, but I'm counting.
Y'all gonna split at least, maybe.
Yeah, I say they'll split with the Cowboys. They'll probably split with the Giants, and
Commanders is gonna beat them once.
yeah,
Commanders always do. And then
yeah.
they'll
I'm looking
probably
at Dan Quinn is up there still, so like yeah, I see that as a split. You got Hardball there, that's a split. This division getting tight with these coaches. I mean, like, why you have all these good coaches? They
yeah.
need to bring back the Dables and stuff.
All right. Let me check. Let me check the Giants' schedule real fast because I threw them up there to win that division. Let's see what happened. Let's look at their schedule
I know, right?
because the Eagles' schedule is pretty favorable. All right. Giants open up with you all. Okay. Then they play the Rams. So right there, they can go 0-2 right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Um, then they play Tennessee. They play Arizona. There's 2 wins, so they're 2-2. Then they play the Commanders, which they may beat. They may beat the Commanders. You never know.
Right.
Saints, Houston, Eagles, Washington,
They got the Saints game for sure.
Jaguars, Colts, the 49ers, Seattle, the Browns, the Lions, and they end the season with your Cowboys.
Yep.
So man, I changed my mind. They ain't winning that division this year. After seeing the Eagles' schedule. Um, but all right, who else you want to look at real fast? We're at all
Let's
right.
look at somebody that's supposed to be sorry. Let's either check out the Jets or the Cardinals, Miami, or the Saints. One of them
Let's go to
four, because they
Jets. Let's go. I
go to
think
Jets.
all right. I'm gonna go to the Jets because I think the Jets will do better this year than they did last year.
Right.
Um, so let's see what we got here. Mm, well, I'm trying to find them here. There they are. You got them. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's the first week starting out. The battles of the two worst. You got the Jets
Uh-oh.
playing at Tennessee week one.
Oh.
So, okay, here's the Jets schedule. It's not looking good for them. I think they're going to Tennessee. I think they beat Tennessee in Tennessee. So
I can
Jets
see that, yeah.
Jets start out 1-0, and then from there they got to play Green Bay, which I'm not big on Green Bay. I mean, Green Bay's beatable, but they got the Lions and the Bears. They play the Browns, Patriots. That's a division game.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins a division game. They play the Raiders. They play the Chiefs, the Bills, Chargers, Miami again, Broncos, Cardinals, Patriots, and then they end with the Vikings.
It sounds to me they're gonna have a beat up schedule. They
They
gonna
are.
have a losing other. They're gonna be a losing because they got
Let's
some
see.
tough ones in there.
All right, one. I'm just going to throw some wins out there. Like I said, I don't know about the Green Bay team, but I say they'll beat Tennessee.
I see that.
Um, I don't know about the Bears. They'll beat Cleveland. There's 2 wins. They'll beat the Dolphins 3, Raiders 4 wins. I'm not going to give them another win against Dolphins. I say they split Dolphins.
Yeah, I say they split too.
They'll beat the Cardinals. There's 5 wins. That's not much much better than last year, is it?
No, because last year they only had 3 wins, so they doing better than last year. But I don't think that'll keep what's his name's job, Aaron Glenn. I like Aaron Glenn, but I don't think that's gonna keep his job. It's just there's some jobs you don't take, like Robert Saylor. He's now Tennessee's head coach.
And you see
And
what he did to that 49ers defense.
yeah, but he's a good what you call it. I
Yeah.
think his what you call it. He had took that Jets job and that sunk. And it's just like the Jets is a team. I wouldn't have took that job. You won't stink that at that job. Got to go with somebody that's gonna be comparable. Tennessee
Right.
is a bad job. I don't see that coming up.
I got one
Especially you
more.
brought in Brian Dable as the offensive coordinator.
I brought one more up. I got the Bengals. Okay, let's do the
Okay.
Bengals.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right, this has got to be a bounce back year for the Bengals. It's got to be.
Yes.
All right, they're starting off, and here's the thing: it seems like the last few years, the Bengals in their first game of the year, they play horrible. They've lost, if I'm not mistaken. They start out with the Buccaneers week 1. Then they've got Houston. Then it's the Steelers. Right, there's an easy, should be 3-0 start. Then they go to Jacksonville. Then Miami. Right, there should be a 5-0 start to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they go into Baltimore to play the Ravens. They should be 5-0 when they go into Baltimore to play the Ravens. That's just my thing. And then after that, they got Tennessee. All right, let's just say they lose to the Ravens. They go to Tennessee, then they're 6-1
Yep.
after that game. Then they play Atlanta, then they're 7-1. They play the Steelers again. Let's just say the Steelers pulls one off because it's a rival game. So they're 7-2. Then they play Washington. Let's say 8-2. The Saints nine
Nine
and
and two,
two. Cleveland.
10-2.
Well, here's the thing. Cleveland
Oh, they'll
plays them
split with.
tough.
Yeah, they'll split with
Yeah.
Cleveland.
So let's do 10-2, and then the next one they're going to lose. Then they got to play the Chiefs. I don't know what to do with that. Just say 10-3, 11, and then they play the Panthers. They're 11-3.
No, they should lose to the Chiefs because you don't want to beat the
Yeah.
Chiefs in regular season. Because if you beat the Chiefs in
Well,
regular season, you lose during the playoffs.
I put the Chiefs. I put the Chiefs beating them. So they're 11-3. Then they got the Colts, 12-3. The Ravens. Let's say the Ravens win 12. They go to 12-4. Then Cleveland beats them at the end 12-5. So
Dang, that's still 12-5 is a good. That's a good schedule. I mean, like,
that schedule ain't. That's a favorable schedule.
yeah,
But to me, so far, that'd be the last one I read off because we're at the end of our hour.
yep.
The Lions probably had a pretty easy schedule there if they get it together. So, but like we always do at the end of each episode, if you're thinking about harming and hurting yourself, dial the quick number 988,
My numbers ain't working today.
and that is the crisis hotline. Dial 1. And then you getting it there?
Yep. If not, I should have checked to see if my mouse was charged, but it's
Again,
not.
this is like a second week. You're fired.
I know, right?
It's 988 and dial 1. That's a crisis hotline. And if you're a veteran, you go to your local VA medical center, go to the ER. They have people on staff get you in contact to the resources that you need. Don't be afraid to take that step to get the help that you need. Talk to your battle buddies. And if you see any change in behavior or whatever, try to be with them, get them to get help. And Beans is fired.
Yep, because it's still not coming up.
He's done lost our music at the start.
Look, watch this now. Oh, I thought it was gonna work, but it don't.
Man, we gotta train you how to work your equipment.
I know. We gotta get my wife back to doing it. She was.
All right, you got anything else?
I got nothing else.
Well, y'all have a good night, and we'll see you. Well, this coming weekend's it's a holiday weekend.
Is it
Yep.
Memorial Day weekend? Huh?
Yeah. So we'll let you know. I don't know. I'll probably be at the camper. So
Okay.
I don't know. We'll figure something out. If we don't have it this coming, we'll just skip a week or something.
Well, I'll tell you, if we don't do it, if you want to, we just push and do it on Thursday. Let's do it Thursday about noonish.
Let's see. I'll have to see what I got going on. I'll have the little one. That's the only thing there. Usually have the little one.
Okay.
So he just I don't know if it'll work too well with him.
Cool.
My wife's got to work Thursday, so.
All right, but I'll tell you what, we'll just figure it as we go during the week.
Yeah, and then
We'll
he'll
come up
post
with
it and
something.
let you know.
Yep.
All right, man. Y'all have a safe week, a good night, and if we're not on the air next weekend, y'all have a good holiday weekend.
Yep. Y'all have
take it
fun.
easy.
And don't look like my ending's gonna work either. Yep, I'll just have to manually take us off. And we'll see y'all next week, or we'll let you know. All right, y'all have fun today. And that button doesn't work either. Oh my goodness, I swear. Okay, here it goes. Now it looks like I'm just gonna have to exit the what you call it because it is not cutting off. Yep, we'll see y'all next week, folks. And hopefully my stuff will work. Y'all have a take it easy.